Hello magnificent souls, this is Magnificent Kimberly. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so glad that you guys can make it back. I'm so sorry once again that I took yet another hiatus, but I'm back, partially back. So I'm starting off with trying to record this week's bi-weekly theme because I have not been able to get around to doing that. So this is for Mental Health Mondays. I feel like this video topic is so important and so essential. If you're a mama, if you're a papa, if you're a grandparent, if you're a caregiver, if you're a worker / employed or self-employed, the fundamentals of this message is so important, and it is called giving yourself permission to rest. Because we all run on E, we all run on empty, we all end up pouring from an empty cup. So it's important to recognize when to pour into ourselves and when we should allow ourselves to have permission to rest, and not just rest within ourselves or rest in general, like sleeping, getting rest or that sort of thing, but also resting in God. Even though at this moment my relationship with God is kind of complicated and a little bit disconnected, but I do still believe in God. I do still believe that God has my back. But anyway, let's get right into it. In today's world, we may or can often feel guilty for needing rest, even giving ourselves permission to rest when we're running on low, when we're running on E. And I feel like that's a harsh narrative to take on. It's a heavy narrative to take on because like, especially if you're a parent, like, you can't pour into your child if you can't pour into yourself. You can't pour from an empty cup, because it's just not morally. I won't say it's not morally correct, but like morally and realistically, it's just not going to work. And so, with that said, even in the Bible, Jesus took time away from his ministry, away from his disciples, away from everyone to rest and to, not just to rest, but to rest, to be refreshed and to renew his mind, body, soul, and spirit. And that's something that we also have to do. We have to also know when we are pushing ourselves beyond the limit that we beyond the limit that we shouldn't actually. And so, with that said, whether that looks like taking days off from work when needed, taking a mental health day, taking a self-care day, taking care of yourself, making sure you're eating good and your mental is good, whatever that looks like for you, whatever you're battling with, it is different for everyone. And it's important to know that rest isn't just about taking naps or going to sleep. Rest is simply about recognizing that you matter too, that your pieces are a priority, that that you are important and you are valued in this world. And so, with that said, rest can look different. It can, like, for me, although like journaling doesn't necessarily take away the pain and my suffering, journaling does help me to release whatever feelings and emotions I'm feeling, and it does help me to rest in God and be at peace and stuff like that. Like, it's something about journaling that just really helps me spiritually, emotionally, and mentally. And so, rest can be about going to the gym. Rest can be about changing your diet. Rest can be about journaling. Rest can be about whatever helps you spiritually, whatever helps to renew your mind. That's what rest really is. And rest can also be taking naps and going to sleep as well. So I'm not saying rest is not actually resting. It is, and it can be, but it also takes on different forms depending on what you need. Hebrews 4:9 says that there remains a Sabbath rest for the people of God. That means God wants us to have rest and wants us to be at peace, and not rest in peace like literally as in death, but like, although he probably would want that too if it comes to that, but like, God wants his people to have rest. And Matthew 11:28 also says, "Come to me, all who are weary and heavy laden, and I will give you rest." And so Jesus is promising us that if we give him the burdens and the weight and whatever problems we're carrying, whatever that looks like, he will give us rest. He will give us peace. He would just give us an immense amount of peace. So for me, rest looks like logging off of social media when I need to. Rest looks like journaling when I need to. Rest looks like taking naps and sleeping when I can and when I need it. Rest looks like taking care of myself and taking care of my body. Rest looks like taking care of my mental health and self-care days and loving on myself. Rest looks like going to therapy or seeking therapy when I need it, although I haven't recently sought therapy yet, but that's something that I'm going to do, you know. So rest looks a whole lot different for everyone, and you just have to determine what rest looks like to you. So with that said, I pray this message has encouraged you to give yourself permission to rest, whatever that looks like for you. Keep in mind that rest is holy, rest is important, and rest is essential for your self-care, for your mental health, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and in whatever other capacity. And if you like this video, if you like this message, please drop a heart, drop a like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel to stay updated when I create more videos, when I upload more videos to my YouTube channel. I just want to thank y'all so much for supporting me in my YouTube channel. I know that I've been a little bit MIA lately. Again, I've had some things going on and I just have not been feeling well, but I'm going to try to continue posting when I can.